The Veerabhadra temple of Lepakshi in the Anantapur district of the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh was built in the 16th century. The architectural features of the temple are in the Vijayanagara style, with a profusion of carvings and paintings at almost every exposed surface of the temple. The temple is one of the centrally protected monuments of national importance. The Vijayanagara Empire had a thriving textile industry, particularly their silk industry. Their silk cloth was made using traditional methods and were exported to other cities within the empire. The small village of Lepakshi in the Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh is a paragon of excellent art and architecture. It was the epitome of magnificence and brilliance during the Vijayanagara Empire. The shrines and temples in the village celebrate the might of Lord Shiva, Vishnu, and Veerabhadra, and are an exhibition of timeless art with illustrious paintings and murals. Although the village was founded as late as 1538 CE by Maharaja Alya Rama Raya of the Vijayanagara Empire, it has an interesting association with the Ramayana, and legend says it was blessed by the presence of Lord Rama himself. The most famous temple in the village is the temple of Veerabhadra, famed for its hanging pillar. The temple is situated on a tortoise-shaped hillock named Kurmasela, which is the Telugu phrase for its distinct shape. Another architectural marvel of Lepakshi is the colossal statue of Nandi, Lord Shiva's bull. It faces the huge Nagalinga of the Veerabhadra temple. About a mile before the main temple, the statue is India's second largest monolith after Gomateshwara, standing tall at 27 feet by 15 feet and carved out of a single stone. The structure is famous for its mammoth size and flawlessly proportioned body and the finely carved ornaments around its neck and ears. The temple was built in 1530 by Virupanna Nayaka and Veeranna, both brothers who were governors under the Vijayanagara Empire during the reign of Achyutaraya at Penukonda. The cost of building the temple was financed by the government. According to the Skanda Purana, the temple is one of the Divya Kshetras, which is an important pilgrimage site of Lord Shiva. The Vijayanagara architectural style is a combination of the Chalukya, Hoysala, Pandya, and Chola styles. The main temple is laid out in three parts. They are the assembly hall, also known as the Mukha Mantapa or Natya Mantapa or Ranga Mantapa, the Ante chamber, also known as the Ardha Mantapa or Antaralaya, and finally the Sanctum Sanctorium or the Garbhagruha. The The main temple is encircled by two enclosures. The outermost walled enclosure has 3 gates, and the northern gate is used regularly. The figurines of the goddess Ganga and Yamuna line the entrance. Ganga, Yamuna, Narmada, Saraswati. At the front of the main temple, there is a grand Natya Mandapa, or the dancing hall. The hall has 70 carved pillars, out of which 12 are situated at the center. The central columns bear a life-size representation of the dancers and musicians. The pillar carries a beautiful carving of the dancing Ramba and an audience watching her dance. The audience includes a dancing Shiva, Dattatreya, Ma Parvati, Lord Surya holding the musical instrument flute, Lord Tumbara holding the tambura, Riteshwara holding the harmonium, Nandeshwara holding the drum, Panchamukhi Brahma holding a drum, Annapurneshwari, Shiva, Ishwara, Mridanga, Dattatreya, Saraswati, Riteshwara. One pillar has a sculpture of the dancing Guru Bringeshwara having 3 legs and dancing with Ramba. The 12 pillars support the ceiling, which has a beautiful sculpture of a lotus called the Shatapatra Kamala, with innumerable petals and a hanging bud at the center. It also has carved pillars of the Vastu Purush, the perfect man, and Padmini, the perfect woman. The ceiling of the hall is covered with mural paintings depicting the scenes from the epics, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, and the Puranas, along with the life sketches of the benefactors of the temple. The paintings in each bay on the ceiling of the main mandapa, the Antralaya, and other shrines depict the grandeur of the Vijayanagara pictorial art. They are painted over an initial plaster layer of lime mortar. The color scheme consists of vegetable and mineral colors of yellow, ochre, black, blue, and green blended with lime water. The background is generally painted in red. Apart from the figures of gods and goddesses and the devotees arranged in rows, the painting also depicts the incarnations of Vishnu, The paintings are in striking compositions with particular emphasis on the time periods, costumes, and facial expressions. The paintings at the Lepakshi temple are some of the finest specimens of art history in India. The 24 by 14 feet mural of Veerabhadra on the ceiling of the main Sanctum Sanctorum is the largest painting in India. The painting depicts scenes from the wedding ceremony of Lord Shiva and Parvati, popularly known as the Shiva-Parvati Kalyana. The painting in the ceiling of the Antaralaya, which is said to be Asia's largest, it has the paintings of the 14 avatars of Lord Shiva. They are Yoga Dakshina Murti, Chandesh Anugraha Murti, Bhikshatana, Harihara, Ardhanarishwara, Kalyana Sundara, Tripurantaka, Nataraja, Gauri Prasadaka, Lingodbhava, Andhakasura, and so on. The Kalyana Mandapa was built for the celebration of the marriage between Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. At the entrance, there are 10 rishis carved on the stone pillars to welcome the guests of the wedding. The ones with crowns on their heads are Raja Rishis, while the others without crowns are Brahma Rishis. Inside the Kalyana Mandapa, the pillars are arranged in the form of a circle depicting the Lord guests who attended the marriage. They are shown with their respective vehicles, which are animals or birds. Lord Sadashiva is a beautiful carving with 5 heads, 10 hands welcoming the guests. There are carvings of Himavant performing Kanyadan of Shiva Parvati holding hands. Ishwara, Ishwara Alankara, Maina Devi, Devendra, Agni, Ganesha, Nandi, Yamadharma Raja, Vashishta, Varuna Deva, Bruhaspati, Dattatreya and Vishnu, Vayu Deva, Rishi, Kubera and Vishwamitra. The incompleteness of the Kalyana Mandapa has a unique story attached to it. According to legend, Virupanna, one of the financiers of the temple, was also the royal treasurer of the king and was accused by the court's nobles of drawing funds from the state to build the temple without the king's permission. The nobles deceived the king, telling that Virupanna was funding the grandiose temple to outshine the majesty. The outraged king ordered for Virupanna to be blinded as punishment. Virupanna was disturbed by the false accusations and tore his eyes out and threw them on the pillar to prove his innocence. The marks left by his bleeding eyes are still present on the western wall of the inner enclosure. The work at the temple stopped after this, and the unfinished Kalyana mandapa and other structures are a reminder of the ominous day. Located next to the Kalyana mandapa is the Lata mandapa, the Hall of Creepers. It has a total of 36 columns carved with unique creative design, and these designs have also been used to make the borders of saris. The presiding deity, deified in the Sanctum Sanctorum, is a near life-size image of Veerabhadra, fully armed and decorated with skulls. Adjacent to Veerabhadra's temple, there is a shrine of Durga Devi, the goddess of power. Within the temple precincts, to its east side, there is a huge boulder of granite stone which has a carving of a coiled, multi-hooded serpent providing an umbrella as a cover over a linga. Adjacent to the carving next to the rock, there is a carving of a spider, snake, and an elephant worshipping the Nagalinga. Next to the carving, there is a huge idol of Lord Ganesha carved on the rock and is about 6 feet tall. And if this is not enough to quench the thirst of art history lovers, the largest Nagalinga in India draws one's attention. With its enormous naga with 3 coils and 7 hoods forming a canopy over a black granite Shivalingam. A little further down, huge plates can be seen carved on the floor, and it is believed that they served as plates for the workers to eat. Next to the Hanuman shrine and near the western gate, there is a footprint of goddess Sita, with a little water from an unknown source always present in it. There is a long, narrow hall for pilgrims visiting from distant places. The hanging pillar in Lepakshi is a medieval architectural wonder to witness. A British engineer tried to dislodge the pillar in order to unearth its secret. He managed to make one corner touch the floor, but it caused a shift in the roof and distorted the paintings on the roof. He soon realized that any further movement of the pillar could ruin the temple. Further research revealed that the pillar acts as a counterbalance to the hall's roof, and any minor changes can cause massive, irreparable damage to the temple's structure. Lepakshi will always stand as one of the mysterious temples constructed by Virupanna and Virana, the 2 brothers in the kingdom of King Achyutaraya Deva. It is one of the finest temples for witnessing the greatest epics of this country, the Ramayana, Mahabharata, and the Puranas, for every art history lover, architect, and simple admirer. Today, it is protected and maintained by the Archaeological Survey of India, and every day there are many scholars, students, and artists witnessing this beauty to study and research Indian traditional values and heritage. These ideals invite travelers from all around the world to visit the temple.